Hello and welcome back to I'm4 Plays. This is one of those floaty levels. And we're finally going to go and actually save some electrons again. It's I have to say, like I feel like they made those you have to redo the worlds again levels easier. Oh no, I mean, like compared to actual boss levels, some of these levels are just kind of really hard. How do I? Okay, fine. Also, it took me a while to understand that you can't actually kill. You can't kill the robots by just beating on them. You have to like make them fall into an abyss or something. Otherwise, they'll actually survive. There we go, first electron of the level. And then lots and lots of dancing. Yay, dancing! I really like that they decided to go for like a steampunk thing. I will always like prefer steampunk to actual like electrical cords and mechanical shit and stuff like that. This is a really cool take on it. I mean, it's also very like standard steampunk. It's really like, oh, and then there's pipes, and then there's like gas and air and shit, and maybe some weird looking robots who look like Bender from Futurama, but you know, it's still kinda original, and it's still really cool to look at. If you like the steampunk aesthetic, at least. I haven't actually seen that much steampunk in video games lately. Of course there's Guns of Icarus and then this game, but then it just kinda stopped. You'd really think it'd be more of a thing, because I always hear everyone going like, oh, steampunk is like the best thing ever, but really no, not really something you see around. People tend to go for that clean aesthetic, like Apple technology look when they do sci-fi these days. As a bit of a shame, because the steampunk genre definitely deserves some love. Now this took me way too many tries to actually get right. It's a bit embarrassing, and this is also a level that I this or the next level, I think, just took me like almost the entire episode to get through, which is why you'll notice a cut suddenly in the footage where I just removed a lot of failed attempts at something. I mean, if you think I failed hard at this part, wait till you see the end of the level, or the end of the next level. It gets pretty stupid, pretty damn stupid. But this is also, again, really damn stupid. Yep, there we go. And then we punch the flies. And we punch the flies, and we run on the thing. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Well, I don't know, I think this was the part where I ripped off the part of the analog stick that was like broken, so that I could control it better, because I really got furious about me having to so many problems with something so simple. It might be later on, actually. Now I think about it, it might actually be the last level in the game where I did that. This is also like, this is fairly late in the game, isn't it? Is this the final? No, this is not the final level yet. This is the level more. I'm starting to like get ahead of myself a lot in this playthrough, especially since now I've started to see this this screen, would you like to stay in this place, is the modern tendency. Um, and it's really freaking annoying. I mean, if you ever sit down and play a Super Mario game and then suddenly like the golden raccoon suit appears or something like that, it's like, I just wanted to play the game. Why can't I feel as much as I want to without you guys suddenly deciding you have to hold my hand? That's a bit annoying. Um, it's annoying that game creators have started to like what's it called, to test your failure in that way. Like, oh look, he has a lot of deaths in this scene. We gotta like hold his hands and then take him to the next level, uh, like a child. I can see why some people would like that. If you're just trying to get through the thing and only get the story, maybe. But this game doesn't really have a story to speak of, so why not just keep to the challenge? I mean, the challenge is the game in this thing. So, what? Yeah, I don't know. I really do not like the hand holding tendency, and I also feel like also it's the same thing with pay to win games, I guess. Like, if if you really need, um if you if game creators really have started to feel the need to hold the hands of the players this way, that's something extremely wrong. You're not trying to create a game then. You're just trying to please the people, um without them having to think. And that's something we've had in the movie world for a long time, and it's not garnered any positive results. Movies that are just made as popcorn fests. I turn your attention to the Transformers movies, who have grossed extremely highly, but only because it has Megan Fox washing a car and shit. So it's not really about the movie. It's more about, oh, let's show them something they thought would be nice to look at. Um, I just don't like this thing with, oh, let's not send people under any sort of distress. Let's only give good things to the people. Then you're not really, you're losing some kind of integrity by just doing that. I just feel that. If you're a game creator, then your number one like priority should be, let's make this a challenging experience, and make sure it's enjoyable to go through until you get it right. That really should be your only priority. This hand-holding business that I think it was Shigeru Miyamoto, who started doing it with Super Mario Brothers, the Super Guide stuff and shit. Please no. Please don't do that thing. That doesn't mean I want you to go all Super Meat Boy and say like, okay, if you make one single mistake, you will die. But please, please at least attempt to still. Please don't do that. At least don't give us that hand-holding shit. I would say that we're not children, but that would be an insult to children who have completed games on their own for years. Oh well. Again, like, I'm not actually playing this at the moment. As I said, the sound, you heard that in one of the episodes. The sound was completely broken, so I decided to re-record everything by looking at the footage while I record my voice talking over it. I know some Let's Players, they just they just do the thing where okay, then we just only show the footage, but I kind of feel like that's not what my channel is about. The channel is about what I think of the game and such. It was also like, yeah. Here we go. Okay, fine. Here we go. I remember starting to complain about this robot thing with the robots being indestructible by Rayman himself, and it's weird problem because yeah, it's not really been introduced till now, but at the same time, it's still like something new, which I really applaud this game for doing. It's always something new. It's never like the same thing. You're never just running around the Mushroom Kingdom. You're never just, oh, let's get all the Chaos Emeralds. It's the electron mechanic is fun. It's balanced. It's not like in certain games where if you do not get all the things, you just cannot progress. You need to progress in this game by getting all the things as well, but they're not nigh impossible to get a hold of, as was the case with Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, where I had to replay the levels several times in order to actually progress in the game. And that resulted in me actually never completing the game as a kid. And I think the first Rayman did it too, where you have to replay the same levels again and again because you lost that one cage that you can't get to. You missed that one cage that you can't get to, so you can't unlock the next level. That's an annoying mechanic. It's a really annoying mechanic. Like, if you're going to make your levels unlock by finding these pink things, at least make the difficulty level for finding them like you would normally like run upon them anyway, and you would have some kind of signal like you have in this game with the things crying for help. The electrons are crying for help, but in a game like Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, you just have these clocks that just sits around, and you have to find them, otherwise you can't complete the game. That means you will replay the same 4 or 5 levels again and again and again and again and again and again, because you will be like, where's the thing? I need to get the thing to return from the thing, and I can't find the thing. That's a big shame, because it takes a lot of the fun out of the game. Here it's like, yeah, it can be difficult to find the cages, and there have been levels certainly where I have not found a single cage, but that was mostly because I was just running through the thing, and when in this game you hear the thing help me, and then okay, that's an alarm signal. I immediately start looking who needs help. It's also a very like general problem, so if you're like a kid who doesn't quite get it, you still hear like the high pitched voice sounding distressed, and you'll be like, oh no, who's in trouble? Let me go look for the thing that's in trouble. I don't know. I kind of feel like more games should remember that not everyone speaks English. And maybe the ESRB should think more about, like, when they age rate games, they should also think about, well, do you have to be able to read to play these games? And maybe factor that into the thing. Because, like, I have a copy of Super Paper Mario that says you have to be 3 years old to play the game, which is true. The imagery is very cutesy, and you only have to be 3 years old to get to like not be frightened of what's going on screen. But at the same time, you have to be able to read to play new Super Paper Mario, or Super Paper Mario or whatever, and that rings true for most RPGs. And if you can't read, then you're fucked. You can't play Super Paper Mario if you can't read. That's just how the game is set up. You have to be able to read the hints. You have to be able to be told what to do, shit like that. And you can't do that if you're 3 years old. A 3-year-old will not be able to play an RPG. I'm actually not certain what game a 3-year-old is able to play. Me personally, when my brother became a dad, I gave him a Nintendo Wii with Wii Sports and Mario Kart. And my nephew has not really learned how to play video games. Let's see, he's turning 7 next month, and he has not really he plays video games now, sure, but he doesn't really understand the whole challenge aspect. Like, he doesn't get that you have to beat a level to be able to progress to the next level. That doesn't occur to him at all. He's just like, oh, I'm tired of playing this level, please help me play another level. And then you try and sit down and explain to him, like, you can't complete this level because you can't go to another level because you haven't completed this level yet. You need to complete this level to be able to go to the next level. And he doesn't understand that. And I don't know if it's anything I did, if it's anything my brother didn't do or did or whatever, but I feel like modern games in general just don't do that, do they? Like, most kids today I meet start out with Minecraft. That's the first video game. That or Mario Kart or any party game. They don't really start out with like I did. I started out with Super Mario All-Stars for the Super Nintendo. And that taught me, like, you have to go forward. Like, when you... Super Mario, the first Super Mario Brothers, like, is an excellent example of teaching your child you have to progress to go on to the next thing, because all you have is the screen and this little man and like, okay, what happens if I press this button? Okay, I can see if I go left I cannot go any further. If I go right I run into this thing that kills me instantly. What happens if I press these buttons? Oh hey, look, I can jump. What happens if I jump on the thing that kills me? Oh hey, it killed the thing. Now I know everything I need to know in order to complete Super Mario Brothers. And I guess, like, if I could go back and, like, make sure the first game my nephew played was Super Mario Brothers for the Super Nintendo, I would, because really I really think that's, like, there's very few other titles that just kinda, you don't need to know how to read, you don't need to know how to do things. All you need to know is you're a thing and you do not want to get killed. And yeah, really, I can't think of any other game where you can be like 2 years old and still understand everything that's going on screen. Yeah, this is where it cut, because this thing took me like, there's like 12 turns where I just got killed by this thing. Anyway, I gotta stop rambling, so thank you so much for watching this episode of Frankfurt Plays. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you join me next time for more shenanigans, where I think next time is the boss, actually. And I keep saying that, but this time I think is right. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!